Of all the questions that I've asked you, I don't know if you guys talked about this on Times Ours. It's a great podcast he does with Seth Kaiser and Josh Briscoe. Make sure to check that out, everybody. But it might be one of the most difficult questions I've asked you during the season of all of this. It's a loaded one. I'm actually very curious your thoughts. Which Super Bowl win was more impressive? Super Bowl 54 against the Niners or Super Bowl 57 against the Eagles?
It's the one we just saw. And I'm not a prisoner of the moment, y'all. I think I tweeted this, so I'm sure you all have found it already. But I tweeted at halftime while Rihanna is putting out a great concert. While
she turned things around for the Chiefs. Let's be honest. She came out in red and was like, you know what?
She gave them all the time, right? I'm gonna put out an amazing 18-minute set, and y'all gonna have plenty of time to get all the adjustments right and get all the personnel right. Remotivate and like the Super Bowl halftime. Like if you use it to your advantage, really does benefit you. And yes, she did wear red. I'm glad you put that out, EJ. Guys, she's pregnant. Okay, she didn't have to do this. She did this for y'all. Okay, she don't have to do this. She got all the money in the world. Them songs are hits. Okay, hits, baby. So she's pregnant. She's not Beyonce. Anyway, for people who are like, I didn't enjoy the concert. I'm sorry. Are you performing in front of millions of people while being pregnant? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Anyway, it's 57 because to the point of Jimmy Garoppolo. Did you feel like he had a great Super Bowl? Because I feel like he didn't have a great Super Bowl.
No, he missed the one big throw he had to make.
Jalen Hurts was unbelievable in that game. Unbelievable. They finally put him in the situation that I was most interested in, which is, hey, Jalen, it's fourth quarter. Got to have it, dog. Got to have the drive. Third, and I don't know what it is, but it's third and whatever. And you got to go get it. And then he got the 2-point conversion too. All on his own. He carried them for so many stretches of that game, making absolute dynamite throws where Justin Reed's like, man, I've been smothering tight ends all season. How the hell he get through that? Like, how? L'Jarius Sneed gets caught looking inside because he believes, well, Jalen can make that throw. I don't know if he can make the one. Why? Oh, my God. Like, oh, my Lord, it's over my head. Like, it's just one of those things where he played so well. And I love that Patrick, after the game, was like, we cannot forget how good the other quarterback was in the game. I'm like, you put all the doubt to rest. And, I was worried about his shoulder injury. Like, could he get the ball downfield? Well, he gave his receivers chances, and those receivers rewarded him for the risk that he was willing to take. The Eagles, I think, are a better team than the 49ers were at certain spots. Quarterback, offensive line. Their running games were pretty comparable. Obviously, you add the running back dynamic to it. But yeah, it's 57 because the quarterback leaned his head on Rick Burkholder's shoulders. And I was like, I've never seen that. And I've been covering the guy for 5 years. Like, I think Patrick's pain tolerance level chart exquisitely well, guys. Like, I've talked about. Yeah,
there were a lot of tweets saying, let's go ahead and wrap this one up when they showed Mahomes the kind of pain that he was in. It was like, well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. It's like, you don't know this guy. Although I'm not going to lie, that was the first time I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not a normal thing from a dude that puts up with the kind of things that he had been putting up with throughout his career. To show that kind of emotion, not great. Not a great feeling. We're sitting back and watching. And Nate, I'm curious your thoughts on this analogy that I just thought up of while you were talking, trying to compare Super Bowl 54 to Super Bowl 57, because I don't think it's necessarily fair because the feelings, at least from the fans on the outside, I think difficulty-wise, 100% correct. Nothing. The Eagles, they were a better team. It was a better comeback. The context of the season and the Tyreek trade and all the things we've talked about all year, more special. Yes. But I compare it kind of like to the Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate. And that nothing's ever going to change what MJ did for the game in similar way that no one's going to take away the feeling of that first one when he won down in Miami. It was like, man, we've got it. That's the first one. Nothing's going to change that. Michael Jordan was first. He changed everything about marketing. His impact on the game was greater than LeBron James. But as far as who's the most physically gifted basketball player of all time, like, to me, that's LeBron James. But that is not a tier system between him and MJ. And I think it's the same way with James. and then like nothing's going to change Miami for being the first one. But as far as like difficulty level of getting it done and the team that you were facing and all the context of the injuries and all of that, like nothing's going to be better than 57. Obviously, I'm biased towards 54 because I had a great view for that one.
Yeah.
As far as difficulty level and what they overcame to do it, and the injuries with Mahomes and the ankle and all the crap with Cincinnati and this whole run is more special in that kind of way outside of just Miami because it was the first one. If that makes sense, it's fair.
The 1 in 19 is special because all those guys were doing it together for the first time. And that's the beauty that can't be replicated, right? You know, whether it's Mitchell Schwartz, whether it's Eric Fisher, obviously Patrick Mahomes, that they had put everything together for the quarterback to really put them over the top. And then, of course, part of that element is everybody's doing it for Andy.
Right.
That was the real beauty about 19 was that, like, man, we want to be the team that gets Andy his first ring. You know, we want to be those guys. Obviously, Tyrann Mathieu had a humongous role. His impact was enormous that season. And obviously his production and play matched the moment as to why they signed him. And I need to remind people of this. Man, Tyrann Mathieu was asked to do things that Eric Berry couldn't do. And Eric Berry is a Chiefs legend. So it wasn't he was just filling in some shoes. He was filling in Eric Berry's role and trying to do it at a higher level. So Tyrann Mathieu always gets a ton of credit about 19. The difference this year is this is playing Madden on all Madden. Hey, let's just, you know what? Let's trade away one of the best players. You know, from a Cal standpoint, you know, if he wants to be if he wants to be the highest paid receiver, that is his prerogative. You know, we need to get more youthful at different positions. Let's get 10, 11 rookies on the roster and let's roll. Obviously, let's bring us an entirely new receiving core, which will be the case midway through the season because unfortunately, McCole Hardman had his injury. So it is all new receivers when the postseason begins based on not having any postseason experience with the quarterback previously. Yeah, let's go into the Super Bowl with a 7th round running back and let's go into the Super Bowl with 3 rookie cornerbacks.
It's the most yards by a rookie running back drafted after the first round in a Super Bowl in NFL history. Or excuse me, not in NFL, since 1988. Eric Galko put that out there. It's the first time a running back had 75 yards and a touchdown drafted after the first round since 1988, like 35 years. Running back had done what Pacheco did.
Is there a harder level than all Madden? What could we call it? But
you're asking somebody who plays on easy and gets beat. Hey, I'm the wrong person to ask about all Madden level. I'm terrible. My son beats me in all video games now, and I don't even have to like pretend to let him beat me.
Yeah,
it's just like crap. He's really beat. He played 2K last night. He's smoking me.
When them fingers get going for the young kids, man. Look, man, my thumb dexterity, my reaction time. You know, close down, kids.
Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, the fastest growing sports media network in Kansas City. Check out these videos that feature our team of more than 15 former players, insiders, and analysts bringing you the best Chiefs coverage you can find. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.